Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to use the report template that also sent out to you, and this is the one that I've been using myself for my report. So the first thing, she sent it to you, so you need to download it onto your computer. I'm using a Mac, you might be using Windows, so it might be slightly different but not much. So here's the report template that she sent me, so I'm going to open it now. Now the first thing we need to do, or you need to do, is to save it as a template on your computer so that you can use it again and again if necessary. So you click on File, Save as Template. There we go. Give it a name. Now I've called mine CCB, Report Template, but you can call it whatever you want. So it's been saved as a template. So now if I close it, I close that. And now I'm going to go back in and create a brand new document, which I'm going to create to make a report. So I'm going to Word, File, New Document, but instead of doing New Document, I do New from Template. Click there. And that gives you a list of all the templates that you have on your computer. I've happened to have a couple to do for essays, but then I've got the CCB report template here. So if you click on that, double click on it, it will now open a new document. So it's giving it a document, and in my case it's document 8 because I've been working on quite a few this morning. But here you go, a brand new document. So quite obvious, some of the stuff like you need to put in a document title. So I'll call it document. Actually, I'll call it project. The next thing you need to do is to edit the name of the report at the top of your page and your name and the page numbers at the bottom. And to do that, you click on View, Header and Footer, and then type in whatever you need. Now apologies, a lot of you probably already know how to do this, but just in case you don't. Report, can't even spell, and then your name. I shouldn't put now. Ignore this bit here. This will be the date. It's just got noughts in it at the moment because we haven't saved it. This will be the saved date of the document. At the bottom, we've got automatic page numbering now, so you never need to worry about that. It'll always be there. And hit close. So now there's headings there. So the first thing you need to do is put in your abstract. Okay, putting in your abstract, if you've got it in red, it's the description of what you need to do. I'm going to delete that now. But when you're ready, you can just type it in. I'm going to do mine at the very end. You may probably want to do the same. The next thing is the contents page, which again, you don't need to do anything right now, but it will create the contents for you as long as you start using what's called heading styles, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Okay. The next section is methodology. Now, I didn't know what this was, but I actually found out by looking at the Sussex Skills Hub, which has a lot of useful information. If I find it here for you, if I go on the Sussex Skills Hub, it's on the Sussex website. And there's lots of different things. So one of them I looked at was writing and assessment. If you click on it, here we go. Lots of different things you can do. And I'm looking at example, we can put reports. Click on reports. There's all different things you can find out about reports, one of which is structuring a report. So if I click on structuring a report, and then we have different areas. You have the abstract, it tells you what it's about, introduction, literature survey, methods. So it describes the types of activity you use to collect evidence. So that's really what I think we need to put in there, and I believe that this is the case. So if I go back to my document, I will put in my methodology there once I've decided what I'm going to be doing. But the point is I've already got the structure here, so it will remind me that I need to do this at some point. The next one is the introduction. Again, you just fill in whatever you need, and there's a description here about what you need to do. You just replace it, the red bits, and you just do your own here. I'll just put introduction. Oh, I'm rubbish. If you guys think if I'm using typing when I'm doing an exam, it's not an advantage because I'm as slow typing as I am at writing. Anyway, here we go. My introduction. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is looking at chapter headings and heading styles. This is the important part of the document. It'll be the main part of your report. It'll be about 3,000 to 3,500 words. So, but we're going to use something called heading styles. Now, apologies, some of you will probably already know this one as well, but just in case you don't, it's really, really useful. So, for example, I'm going to do my document, get rid of all this stuff, all this red stuff here, because I'm going to put my main document bits in here. Okay, so the headings, so my actual report. So I'll talk about the open market project. I'll just talk about the open market. The Open Market Community Interest Group, which is CIC. You don't need to know any of this. This is what I'm going to be putting myself. Okay. Then I'm going to do a sub-chapter heading. So I'll probably do history of the open market. Then I might have another one which I might call current traders or something. And so I talk about current traders, butchers, bakers, candlestick makers, no, clothing. Then I can use subheadings. So I could, if I change this, so this is heading style 1, this is heading style 2, and these will be heading style 3. So I click on that, and these are heading style 3. I'll ignore this one then. But then you can talk about pictures. So we've got heading style 3. So these are sub chapter headings. So as you create your document, just go along and you can fill in all the bits that you need to do. At the very end, you'll have your conclusion, which is just tells you about a conclusion of the report. Just again, don't do it in red, but just see the conclusion. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to update our chapter headings. So you right click on it, click update field, and it will update it all. So you've renumbered the pages and it's all rearranged for you. If you then decide that you want to go and change it, like this bit here, I did clothing, which actually isn't a subheading at all. I'll remove that and I'll create clothing. Make it heading 3. Heading 3, there we go, and then go back up here, Now, you won't need to do this all the time. You just need to make sure you do it at the end before you hand it in. But that's how you automatically update the heading. Sorry, table of contents, not heading. Finally, bibliography. If you insert citations as you go, you really don't need to think about it. You never need to look back or anything. So here I'm going to say, I'm going to cite the fact that I've looked up butchers and bakers and so on. So I'll click in references, insert citation, author, I'll just put Aisha Slack, name of web page, open market, open market URL. Year 2017. Okay, and click OK. And there's my citation. At the very end of the document, I'm going to insert the bibliography here. So if I delete this, and I'm going to go references, bibliography, click on that, and here it's creating the bibliography. If you do it there, it automatically creates a page break behind it, before it, so it's a new page. And you know, if you add your citations as you go, and at the very end you make sure you update your bibliography, and you do that. Click on the top, update citations bibliography. Click on it, and it'll update them for you. I think that's it. I'm going to delete this bit probably. So if you need any help on anything, please just ask me, and I hope it helps you. And you don't have to use this, it's just that I find it useful, and I hope some people might as well. So thanks for watching.